It's a long journey to get there, but tonight is the Genesis.
At the first pick, the New York Knicks,
the Orlando Magic,
the Cleveland Cavaliers, the New Orleans Pelicans, the San Antonio Spurs.
The next great now waits to see where the balls land.
A high flying flag! Are you serious?
Flag on the attack.
The NBA Draft Lottery, where franchises' fates are found.
Welcome to the NBA Draft Lottery presented by State Farm. We're in Chi-Town, a.k.a. the Windy City of Chicago, a place where Michael Jordan's legacy always looms large, and where tonight we'll find out the likely new line for Duke phenom Cooper Flagg, his Blue Devil teammates, some of them projected top 10 lottery picks, Con Knipple and Kaman Malawach also here. Former Duke star Zion Williamson, he went number 1 in 2019, representing the Pelicans tonight, talking with Rutgers star Dylan Harper, a projected top 3 pick. Welcome to the 41st annual NBA Draft Lottery presented by State Farm, coming to you live from McCormick Place, Chicago. The room is certainly buzzing as we are minutes away from finding out the order of the 2025 Draft Lottery.
Puts it together at both ends of the floor is really unique. He's a playmaker at both ends of the floor, and I think what stands out is how he makes plays on the defensive end, winning plays, and his competitiveness is on a different level than most players, period. He's in the driver's seat of his own development. He gets the game on a really high level, and he's a winner. He is an absolute winner to the point where I think he can be a championship-type player in the NBA. Very smooth and effortless. And then you go to number 3, Ace Bailey from Rutgers. Just a freshman, great upside and talent, all the measurables. But he's a long-term bet. He's got a really high ceiling. Not efficient yet, but at 6'10", he's got a great future as a stretch 4. Had 39 points against Indiana, 37 against Northwestern. He could put up numbers in a hurry. And then his teammate, Dylan Harper of Rutgers, he is a lefty that really plays the point guard position. He's really good as a shot creator in pick-and-roll situations, really good feel offensively, great instincts. He's got size, versatility, and a very good skill level. I think he can get better defensively, but he's a very, very talented player that I think a lot of people expect is going to go number 2 in this draft. Still a long way to go before that's determined.
You know, playfully announcing the number 1 pick, and obviously they picked each other. All right, the reps are taking the stage, including Zion Williamson, a former number 1 pick. And how about a legend, the Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon, another former number 1 overall pick representing the Rockets. And could that man be the number 1 pick in June? It'll be time for the lottery order of the 2025 NBA Draft next.
The NBA Draft Lottery is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Take game 3. Jason Tatum with a chance to even this series immediately following our lottery coverage here tonight. Back in Chicago, another former Duke star, Cooper Flagg, and the other prospects waiting for the presentation of the results of the draft lottery inside McCormick Place. Let's take a look at the lottery odds for tonight. The Utah Jazz, Washington Wizards, and Charlotte Hornets all have a 14% chance to walk away with a coveted number 1 pick, leading the pack out of teams with more than a 10% chance. And here are the rest of the teams in the lottery. While they all have lower odds than some of the other teams, remember, just a year ago, it was the Atlanta Hawks winning the lottery despite having just a 3% chance entering the night. In the 2025 NBA Draft, and likely landing spot for former Duke star Cooper Flagg when we come back. We're catching our breath here. It's a shocker in Chicago.
The NBA Draft Lottery is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And in part by Jurassic World Rebirth, in theaters July 2nd.
Welcome back to the 2025 NBA Draft Lottery presented by State Farm.
second pick in the 1985 NBA draft goes to the Indiana Pacers.
The horseshoe works. Basketball is back in New York City, my friend.
These staff members from the Knicks there, they're on the phone looking like John Thompson. They're making a big decision, but we know differently. And here's David Stern with the announcement.
First pick, select Patrick Ewing.
From a past face of the franchise to the current one, Jalen Brunson, the 33rd pick in the 2018 NBA draft by the Dallas Mavericks, is now the king of New York as the Knicks are up 2-1 over the Celtics. A critical Game 4 coming up immediately after the lottery concludes here in Chicago. One more look at the man of the moment, that is Cooper Flagg, along with the rest of us, waiting to hear which team will get the number 1 pick in next month's NBA draft. And the Sixers table, we were on a wild ride as we see Nick Nurse, Elton Brand, and Daryl Morey. You guys are inside the top 4 as we await. Joining the Philadelphia 76ers are the Charlotte Hornets, the San Antonio Spurs, and the Dallas Mavericks. And once again, joining us to announce the order of the top 4 picks is NBA Deputy Commissioner and Chief Operating Officer Mark Tatum.
Thanks again, Kevin.
The envelopes unveiling. And will we have more drama coming our way later on as we are minutes away from Game 4 at MSG between the Celtics and Knicks as the Knicks hold a 2-1 lead. That's coming your way top of the hour here on ESPN. Hey, some final thoughts, your takeaway, Jay? You keep on shaking your head. Yeah, by the way, there have been 4 Duke players taken number 1 overall in the common draft era. That does not include Jay Billis. And now Cooper Flagg will potentially join Kyrie Irving in Dallas together, as Kyrie was one of them. Hey, reminding you, Jonathan Gavoni's mock draft is on ESPN.com/NBA. And wasting no time, the NBA Draft Combine from Chicago is this week with coverage from Chicago on both Wednesday and Thursday from 2 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh, it's been quite a night. On behalf of our entire crew here in Chicago, I'm Kevin Nagani. The Mavericks have been awarded the number 1 pick in the 2025 NBA draft. Let's go to New York now. Celtics, Knicks.